right, for everybody that don't know, we got Akil Taffe in the building. What's good with you, dog? You all right?
What up, Kill?
What's up?
Yo, Dredd, what's good, my brother? I see you. Oh,
Yes, sir.
yeah, unscripted. That's what you doing in 2020?
That's what we doing, unscripted.
Yes, sir. So look, tell everybody that don't know you, what do you do? What's your tag?
Oh, okay. Well, I like to say, first of all, Akil Taffe. You can follow me at Conscious Crusade. But my day job, I work for RCA Records. I'm a regional promotion director. My primary job is securing airplay at radio stations in the Mid-Atlantic. I also have relationships across the country.
Yes, sir.
On the flip side of that, also, I teach yoga.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I've been teaching yoga for about like 5 years. And so, yeah, I'm teaching yoga in different places. I'm teaching in the community. I volunteered in correctional facilities before. I'm in 3 schools in Howard County here in the DMV, in the DM Maryland area. So, yeah.
Already, good
Promotion
deal.
director at History Authority and also a yoga teacher.
That's what's up. That is what's up.
Hey, Akil, so for the artists that are out there listening, up-and-coming artists, what are some tips that you would give to them? Because there are artists out there that don't know this game. They think that they can just make a song, put it out, and it's going to be a hit. Now, the era that we're in right now, the music game has changed. It's not like going to the record label, having a tape, and having the execs listen to it. You have more opportunities now via social media, all kind of music platforms. So what are some tips you can give some artists that are trying to push their music right now?
Right now, dude, what I like to tell them is a lot of times, often this young generation, they're more familiar with the viral platform.
Mm-hmm.
So they absolutely have to start there.
Right.
They have to start there. If you're creative, you have to create. You have to also put things out on SoundCloud, YouTube, and that whole bit.
Right.
And as you begin to do that, eventually you will have to build a team and some infrastructure around you.
Right.
You know, but initially it has to start off with you just. It's kind of like back in the day when we would just have somebody listen to our CD. Hey, check it out. Check it out. Now you do that viral
Right.
Okay.
on YouTube. You're sending. You got YouTube pages like SoundCloud, Instagram, Snapchat, and that whole bit. You have to begin to utilize those before you start looking for a label.
That's
for
right.
real.
So talk to the people about how important it is to have a package, and also how important it is to have media training, because a lot of artists don't have media training. You do an interview with them, they're late, they come with 25 people, they don't know how to answer questions. Speak about how important it is to have media training and how it is to have a package when you're trying to push your music.
That can fall under the point where I said you have to end up building a team.
Right.
Because unfortunately, what we exist in this era where you and y'all could sit, kids, three of y'all could be sitting in your man's basement playing PlayStation.
Yeah.
You go to Best Buy, you buy Fruity Loops. You record some, start uploading it. You upload it. 3-4 months pass, that fourth record you upload, all of a sudden it's got 5,000 views.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
The following week it's got 10,000. Then it takes on a life of its own. Next thing you know, you got labels and producers calling you.
Right.
Y'all been sitting in the basement for 3 months doing that. You haven't even had the experience of going to a club, introducing yourself to a DJ,
Right.
offering to buy them a beer, and giving them your record.
Right.
And exchanging contact. So you really don't know how to talk to people because you haven't done it.
Right.
You know, you've been in your basement sending stuff. There's been a lot of artists. They press upload, then that one takes off. We'll sign them, and then we want to take them in another part of the country and try to have a conversation with, on their personality. And they just don't have that training.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, artist development, it's not non-existent. We're starting to do it, but that's why we're in the state that we are in.
Well,
You get somebody, they haven't interacted with a lot of people.
I remember though, back in the day, maybe like in 98, 99, I remember they used to do a lot of artist training. I remember the last one I remember off the top of my head was Major Figures when they got signed, and they had to go through that. But nowadays, artists aren't doing that, are they?
And dude, 1998, that was what, 22 years ago?
22 years ago, right?
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
But again, and you know what? That's kind of the missing piece, because look at what they're doing now. I mean, Gilly, it's not even about his music now. It's about how he's learned and grown and to interact with people.
Yeah. And you know what it is too?
That's one of the downside of it.
You know what it is too? It's the record labels aren't signing the artists like they used to. What they're signing is the movement. And because the artists already have their own teams.
Well, they also look at it like this too. A label right now wants a already made package.
Right.
You know that, right?
So, yeah.
So you don't want to develop do you want to
not so much. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I don't see where labels want to do back like again back in like 98 and 99, even in 2000, where they want to develop our artists. Right now, it's this artist got to be ready to go. Like you got to have umpteen views, you got to have a gazillion uploads, and you know your media, your social media files got to be like that. That like what do you?
But before Akil answered, that's my point. My point was that a lot of the artists are coming packaged already, and the labels aren't taking they're not coming and saying, hey, let us develop the artist, because they're already coming into something that's a movement already. I mean, I went in to talk to Kevin Lyles a few times about projects, and Kev was like, go back and build y'all movement, make some noise, and then me and you can rock out. And that's what it is. That's why the artists aren't coming anymore with that's why they aren't getting artists developed, because they're already the label. And the labels just want to jump on what you already built and move with what you built. Then that's where Akil is saying. Go ahead, Akil.
Well, no, but the thing about it is, because again, if you meet somebody singing a cappella,
right?
They have a beautiful voice. They did a beautiful cover, got an amazing voice, versus somebody who sounds alright, but guess what? They have five records up on YouTube.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The first one had X amount of views. And if you've seen a consistent growth, it's the movement. And it takes money and effort to develop an artist. And unfortunately, but fortunately, we are in the digital age. We're in the digital space now.
Yeah. Right.
So if you are somebody who's talented, then don't spend your time going to New York to sit and take meetings. Spend your time, you know what? I'm about to go in and get this record mixed. Once I've mixed it, I'm going to go to DistroKid, work out a situation with them where they can put it up on iTunes.
Right.
I'm going to call the boy who got a video camera, get him to shoot my video. I'm going to send it to YouTube. I'm going to get me and all my friends. We're going to tweet it. We're going to Instagram. We're going to post it and promote it. That's kind of what you need to be doing when you're looking for a deal now. Because again, just coming like with just, I mean, if you want to try to get a podcast or a radio show, it's air checks.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you got kind of show that you are utilizing the digital platform.
Right. Show
that's where we are now.
You're using the resources that are available to you without a label. That's what you're looking for.
Right.
So let me ask this. Let me ask this, right? So nowadays, 2020, right? The day of the record label, do you think that day is coming to an end? Because I was watching an interview, and I'm not gonna lie, I was watching it with Steve Stoute. Steve Stoute was talking on Breakfast Club, and he was talking about how in a couple of years, like Drake would be up for his deal will be up, Meek deal will be up, and these are real. At this point, they're really big artists, and if they move off of the label and let's say go to Apple Music or something like that, they could control their own destiny. At what point do you really need record labels? Not to say that, of course, because it's your job, but at what do you see this going at?
We have to, again, it's changing. It's always evolving. Drake could go to an Apple, a Google, a T-Roll. He can go to a venture capitalist. He can go to a venture capitalist to get a budget. And you know what? He can upload it to whatever platform he chooses.
Right.
He can. Only artists who can leverage that much are able to do that. And that's a handful of them. Drake, Rihanna, Jig is kind of doing it in his own space, Beyonce. The rest of them, they still need it's kind of like a lot of people have money, but do the big tours, it's still Live Nation.
Right.
Yeah.
It's still do the big. I mean, every guy who has disposable income, real estate, drug money, or whatever, they can fund it, but they don't understand how to move an A artist around when he quotes you at $250, but when it's all said and done, it's actually $275.
Right.
And he doesn't know how to move in that space. A guy with money can't just book Beyonce.
Right.
He doesn't understand what comes along with it.
Yeah. Hey, Akil, is there when it comes to artists and specifically hip hop artists, is there an age cap? Like, is there a certain point where artists should say, "Fuck, I'm 40 years old. It's time to move on and do something
when do you
else."
hang it up?
Yeah. When do you say, you know what? Let me hang up these headphones. Let me put this mic away. This is not the field for me.
All right. All of us are at least 35.
Right.
Lies.
I will say, if you are in that space where it works, then cool. I mean, I don't know 2 Chainz's age, but he was probably over 30 when he had his first hit.
Right.
I think he was way over 30.
So
but he was still, before that, he was Titty Boy.
Yeah. But he reinvented himself. But he reinvented himself. Now, I'm not mad at him for reinventing himself.
So when you can go and do that, then cool. But when you're reaching, and again, if you're trying to get money, and it'll probably show, because the music and product will be like,
Right.
Yeah. But if you go in there and hit something like Lil Duval, that smile, bitch,
this is true.
Yeah, Lil Duval, 75.
Yeah, this is true.
Snoop sounds dope on it. That's Snoop almost 50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of what works. I don't know about a whole album from Snoop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
well,
you know
I guess O can speak on that, because you was an artist at one time. And what point did you say, you know what, let me move to management, or let me move to production, or let me, move into another field of the game?
I think it's because, here's what I think about that. I think that black people, in anything we do, we limit ourselves to our age. So we time ourselves to when we supposed to stop. Meanwhile, U2, them dudes are fucking touring at 95. Yeah, and they be rocking.
But the difference is they're established.
They're established artists.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's the thing. We've put a timeline on us.
But here's the thing.
There's no timeline.
But you don't want to hear a new Rolling Stones fucking album. You don't want.
I don't follow Rolling Stone, but I don't. But their fans do. Meanwhile.
No, I'm just saying as a fan.
Hold on here. I got a prime example for you. How old is Shrek? The movie, the first time Shrek came out. Like almost 30 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. Smash Mouth is out right now with a commercial with Progressive on that same song. You know what I mean?
All right, but the thing is
you missed what I'm saying. You asked me, I'm telling you that I don't think there is a timeline. I think you go until you go until you feel like you don't want to go anymore.
And I just say that because how many 35 or 40-year-old new hip hop artists are there?
No, they still
none that I can think of.
Like new artists,
new.
What'd you say?
Yo, if Ludacris went and made an EP, I would check it out.
Yeah.
If it was a couple dope records, I'd bump them. Same thing with, like I said, Duval record. I don't know that Ludacris, a whole album, 10 songs, 12 songs. But we're not even in the space now where kids will listen to 10 12 songs.
People making EPs. People
go through records so quick.
Right.
I go through records quick. I'm not going to lie.
People are making 5 songs. You don't have to. The thing is, you don't have to. You can build a fan base, and you don't need an album to do that. You can get 3-4 songs, 5 songs, EP, push it out, and you build your little fan base. Guess what? People still finding tours off of that.
No, listen, I agree with Dredd. Yeah. No, go ahead.
For new artists, that's not, and this is some real deal game right here. That's actually the best way to monetize a new algorithm for streaming.
Right.
As opposed to putting out 12 songs, you do 4 package EPs or 3 package EPs, 3 or 4 times a year.
Yep.
Every time you release them, you get the benefit of a new release.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So suppose you give them 12 in one while, we got to advertise it. We passing plates.
Right.
No hors d'oeuvre pass.
Yeah.
Right.
It's no longer a smorgasbord. It's no longer all you can eat buffet.
I agree. I do want to go back to the point of what Dredd said is at the end of the day, me personally, I don't want to see a 35, 40-year-old brand new rapper.
Of course you don't.
I don't. But I mean, but at the end of the day, I don't even want to see my idols or the ones that are veterans out there make new records. Like no offense, but I like KRS One, but I don't want to hear 2022 or 2020 KRS
Your
One.
point is exactly my point. Your point is you don't want to see that. Yeah. My point is we time ourselves. We time our artists. We stop them from making the money they could make by continuing on. I don't care. I mean, Gangstar just released a dope ass album. I love it. Gangstar's Guru's gone.
No, I get it.
And I love the album. I wanted to hear something new from Gangstar and because Premier had a catalog of shit from Guru, he was able to release an album, and I love it. It's probably one of the
you're probably the only one that downloaded it.
No, I'm not.
Because
you and 9 other motherfuckers.
But were you and Nard? Because the masses don't want to hear that. And
no.
what I'm saying is, where is their audience?
There isn't. No, you guys. That's, to me, that's old school thinking. I'm just being real. To me, that's old school thinking because you guys think we're in a time now where the music is timeless, and the artists are grabbing old music. Everything on the radio right now is throwback shit. They're produced with some throwback feel to it. Period.
Yeah, but they're young artists. They're not artists that are 35 or 40 years old.
What I'm saying to you is that's what Frankie Beverly and Maze said until Beyonce released.
They're not new artists, though. You're missing what we're saying. We're missing.
I know what you're saying. What I'm saying.
You're talking about established artists. We're not talking about established artists.
You guys aren't listening. I'm telling you, Frankie, Beyonce released Before I Let Go, right?
Yeah. Right.
If Frankie Beverly and Maze is irrelevant, and now they are touring again because Beyonce released a song. Go ahead.
Frankie Beverly Maze stay touring.
Right.
But
before Beyonce. They don't
have to make a new record.
Right.
What I'm saying is we time our artists like that and tell them, okay, Frankie Beverly and Maze, y'all should give it up because you're too old.
That's not what we saying.
No, that's not what we're saying.
It. That's not what we're saying.
I'm saying if me, right, I'm 46, all right? I'm 46, and if I decided to start rapping today, right, I don't want to hear me, Pfunk, at 46 rapping.
Pfunk, you're also at the age where you're cranky as shit too. It means nothing. You're at the age where if the motherfucker playing their music too loud driving by your house, you're fucking mad.
No, but
it don't matter.
But my point is at the end of the day, it's like I do think there's a time frame for everything. Same thing for basketball players. Same thing for different things in life.
You can't compare basketball to music. For basketball,
no,
working no more.
No. But you can, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be trying to make records for a 19-year-old.
You're not.
Or I'm not trying to make records at this point for 40-year-olds because you don't want to hear that.
But again, you said there's a world of, and we'll end this but there's a world of people that aren't you. That's what makes us all different. So that people like Premier can release a Gangstar album and 5,000 people buy. They still made some money.
Yeah, but we're gonna move on to the next thing.
I think what they're saying is, you know what? When Rakim comes to town, they want to hear microphone thing follow the leader.
No question.
From Rakim.
No question. But
no
question. But if he do some shit and it's fucking hot, I'm buying it. And I'm looking for it.
If that's your favorite, like my favorite artist is Ghostface.
Right.
If Ghostface release some shit, I'm gonna download it and check it out. But he's not a new artist. So that's not my question.
All I'm saying is you don't quit. Period. Because you don't have to quit. That's what I'm telling the artists.
Oh, well, no, you
don't quit. You don't have to quit. Don't let these old fogies tell you.
But no, but the question was, right? But the original question was.
No, I know what you're saying. Go ahead.
The original question was when do you say enough is enough?
And I answered there. I'm saying you don't say enough is enough.
No,
I said you keep going.
I don't agree with
that. And history shows because there's no 35, 40-year-old new artist that came out that's successful. Name one.
That nobody's doing it because nobody's doing it because we have timed them. Period. Done. That's it. That's all I got to say.
You beat it.
We've timed them, so they scared to do it.
Is there a 35-year-old or 40-year-old R&B artist?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think R&B can do it, and that was my next question. But Purpose telling we got to go next. But that was my next. That was my next question. It's different. Question, yeah. It's different when you talk about R&B.
Yeah.
R&B, you can be 35, 40, 45 years old, a new artist, and be successful.
Huh?
Who started that late?
What artist?
I mean, and I'm not discounting, but I'm saying it's probably been a background singer that maybe got a shot, but I don't know about that old 35 or 40, maybe in their late 20s. You know, because what like Angie Stone singing background, Erykah Badu, and a lot of them be like, you know.
So they were around it, but they would just play the background.
Right.
I mean, that's sometimes how you gig as a singer. Like you sing background for somebody, and then you get on. Or you songwrite, you know what I'm saying, then you get on.
Right. I just think it's more acceptable to be an elder artist as an R&B artist than it is as a hip hop artist. I mean, of course, because hip hop is a lot younger than R&B. You know what I mean?
I'm just my point is, y'all asked me a question. I gave you my opinion. My opinion is whatever you feel like you want to do, keep rocking, because it just takes one time. And shit, Lil Duval wasn't doing nothing, and all of a sudden he's got a big ass record on the radio.
Well, my last question,
as a creator.
Yeah.
As a creator, I get that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Lil Duval. First of all, he fell into that record because he was just fucking around with that record.
That's my point though.
You just fucked around with that record, and it fell in his lap. My last question to you, Akil, is huh? That one threw me off.
I say everything lined up.
Oh, okay.
Lined up right.
My last question to you, Akil, is our labels signing artists now?
All the time. They're looking to go into business with artists. All the time.
That's different because they signing the artist movement. They're not signing.
Yeah, are they signing the artist or the artist movement? Like when you're. I
mean, it's entering a business contract with an artist, his movement, or whatever. It's entering a business contract with an artist to sell his product.
Right.
That's what they are.
But you got to come with a package, like you said earlier.
It just makes sense. I mean, like, if you want to sing a cappella for me, I got a lot of work to do.
Mm.
But these guys on their third album, and they've done 15-page shows in 2 years. Mm-hmm. Like, it's something to them. I mean, y'all guys know people popping in Philly. Who should go next? Because guess what? You hearing about it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That boy, I mean, we see the Meek Mill doc with them dirty braids.
Right.
It didn't happen overnight.
No, they definitely did.
It didn't happen overnight.
Yeah, I threw him out the radio station like 3 times. I threw him out the radio station like 3 times.
He still talks about that too.
Yeah. I didn't do that.
Y'all know B. Stu was down there at Kids. He said,
"Guy Stewie, what up, Stewie?"
Yep.
Yeah, he said Nike boots one. That's what he was back at Urban One. Nike boots one Wale's first record. That was the first one that really like connected.
Right.
But that wasn't the first record he took to station.
Right.
And that's part of it too. Like, if you're an artist, you got to move out in the community. You know the DJs, you know the people at the radio station.
Mm-hmm.
If you're effective and utilize their resources.
Right.
But when Mikey Dredd throw him out the radio station, what the fuck they gonna do?
Damn.
Hey, come back with a hit.
Hey, listen.
Come back with a hit.
Akil, tell me that wouldn't have happened on your watch though, right? That wouldn't have happened. You'd have smoothed that up, right? You wouldn't let him throw him out like that.
They would have. They would have came in with the label guy, so you know how I go. I get a pass.
Hey, to be honest though, I mean, just clear the air real quick. I didn't throw Meek out. They came. They bullied their way in the radio station one day, scared the white dudes, and I'm like, y'all can't do it like that. Yeah, and I gave Meek the formula. Yeah, I gave him the formula how he can get on, and he did that shit, and it worked. Right. Yeah,
that's your story.
Okay.
No, that's the truth.
What, you gave him the formula?
I gave him Cosmic Kev's number. Uh-huh. He'll tell you that. He tells your story, don't he?
Yeah, he tells the story.
I gave him Cosmic Kev's number and said, "Yo, I can't let y'all go through the building, but here's who you call." Mm-hmm. And he called Kaz, and Kaz put him on.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know the other side, like just the studio side.
Yeah. No, he busted in the studio, and the white dudes was like, "What?" He remember the white dude was like, "Wait, yo, it's a bunch of guys in the building." I'm like, "All right, let me go see who it is." Then I walk him out and gave him Kyle's number after I walked him out. So there you have it.
You just give people numbers out like that.
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's the thing, though.
Right.
They moving in them spaces. Like, I'm on the radio station.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's, when you what you want to become, you got to start acting like it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to start acting. And you'll find the more work that you do, unless you quit, which is kind of what Uncle O was going through, creative, you'll find yourself right where you need to be, but you just got to continue though.
Right.
Okay. Well, Akil, man, listen, because we keep getting the wrap-up sign. We've been blew the wrap-up sign like a long time ago.
20 minutes ago. What's the point of a producer if we're not going to listen?
But we never listened. We didn't even listen to the producer. But, Akil, what's next for you? What's next for you, Akil? What's on your plate?
Man, I'm going to be, so we trying to, this group, Good Girl, my man Donnie Meadows and Chase, guys out of Philly, they got this 4-girl group, Good Girl.
Yep.
Okay.
We about to get them up and popping. We got this Alicia Keys record we working. Of course, Bree's gonna be coming back with some Doja Cat. She about to be doing a few dates and everything.
She's fire.
She is fire. Yeah.
I got. Yeah. Doja Cat. She about to be out of here. She about to be out of here. Yeah.
Good Girls too. Y'all seen Good Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Girls fire.
Yeah.
Akil be working, man.
Yeah, they are.
Lisa Joe too. She fired too. Shout out to Lisa Joe.
Well, listen, Akil, man, we appreciate you, man. Chopping it up with us, man. You our first guest, dog. Real rap. I don't know how this going.
I got to come to the studio, man, and get with y'all, man. When I'm in the city, man.
No, listen, I wanted to do it the first time, but I told you we wanted to try it this way, see if this work out. And plus, we ain't know how O was going to be, man. As you can see, this nigga's lit, man.
That ain't supposed to be on air. That ain't supposed to be on air, Pfunk.
It ain't supposed to be on air.
Right. That's supposed to be off air.
Yeah, man. I just got to say that, man. I just had to point that out.
Purpose going to punch you in the face. Can you wrap this up?
Yeah. Listen, we're going to wrap this up. Akil, man. Akil Taffe in the building, man. We appreciate you coming out, man. Having fun with us and everything.
Appreciate you, Akil, homie.
Y'all be safe.
All right, Akil.
All right.
Yep.